Welcome to Your Edge in Sales. My name is Denny. In this video, we're going to go over the 5 fundamentals required for sales success. These are the most basic things that you need to master in order to make more advanced sales techniques effective. You cannot really succeed at a high end without these fundamentals. I've broken these 5 down into 5 simple equations to make it easier for you to remember and even easier to implement. And I've made number 5 probably the most important one, so please be sure to stick around to the end of the video to get that one. Number 1, confidence. Yes, it is very basic, but confidence isn't something that you actively do. You don't actively be confident. You don't choose to be confident. Confidence is a result of things you've done, things you've learned and proven to yourself. And confidence shows in many ways. Confidence shows in your ability to speak. It shows in your ability to speak clearly. It shows in your tone, in your energy. It shows in how you hold yourself and how you talk about the things that you are selling. Let's go over the simple equation required to develop confidence. Confidence is made up of 3 parts: competence plus knowledge plus self-esteem. Under competence, you have your capabilities, your experience, and your learnability. Your knowledge of your products, of your services, and of your people make you prepared and ready to take on any sort of sales interaction. And you're also prepared with information that you can use to overturn objections. And self-esteem comes down to how you present yourself, the standards you have for yourself, and your proven success, which shows that you are capable of doing what you'd like to do. Number 2. Competence. Competence is your capability of getting something done or your capability of achieving a result. Competence is part of confidence. It is required for you to feel confident in what you are selling, and it's required for you to feel confident in yourself because it is how you prove to yourself that you are capable of doing something. So let's go over the simple solution equation for competence. Competence is made up of capability plus experience, plus learnability. Under capability, we have being resourceful, being able to self-serve, and to be a problem solver. Under experience, we have experience with products, with services, and with people. This means that you have learned from your experience, from your successes, and from your losses, which I like to rename as lessons. Which means as your experience goes on, you become more and more efficient with the product and more efficient with services and with people. You start to know how people will react. You start to know how people think. You start to know the weaknesses and strengths of your services. And you start to know the selling points and value points of your products. And learnability comes about with your commitment to self-improvement. Your commitment to providing a service and solving a problem and making your customer's life better, as well as your self-improvement, meaning you challenge what you know to expand your skill set and expand your knowledge. Number 3, capability. Capability is what you can do just yourself, what you are capable of learning, what you're capable of doing with just your own self. This is what I call self-service. Self-service was a part of the previous point. Self-service is your ability to go out and seek information and seek understanding about a product, about a service, a stakeholder, anything that affects your sales success. So let's go over the simple solution equation for capability. Capability is made up of resourcefulness plus self-service plus problem solving. Under resourcefulness, we have using your skills, contacts, or knowledge to resolve simple problems. This could be a small objection. This could be a small problem with the delivery of a service, just something that doesn't need too much to get done, but you are resourceful enough to know how to fix it. Self-service is your ability to get results, skills, or knowledge without the assistance of anyone else, or as I like to put it, without interrupting anybody else. Have you ever been at a store where you've asked the salesperson a question and they've had to pick up the product and read the box to give you the answer? If they had self-service, they would have gone and got those answers beforehand and be able to answer it on the spot. Problem solving is using a combination of those first 2 to solve complex problems. This could be creating sales strategy, delivery strategy, or this could be a client that has a very specific need or very specific pain point that needs to be handled with a level of delicacy, and you have to lean on your ability to get information or get contacts or get skills in order to leverage those in order to solve the problem. Number 4, authenticity. Authenticity has been probably the cornerstone of my own sales success. I've been in sales for over 15 years now, a mixture of retail and a mixture of business-to-business development and business-to-business relationship building. Authenticity is your way of showing the person you're dealing with, showing the customer that you are real. If you can show the customer that what you are doing is real, that what you are selling is real and does exactly what you say it does, that authenticity builds confidence and comfort within them and makes it easier for them to make a commitment to investing in what you have to sell. So let's go over the simple solution equation for authenticity. Authenticity is primarily made up of presence and integrity. I define presence as taking a mental step back and giving the client your focus, or taking a mental step back and giving the client the entirety of the stage of your mind. If you do this before you even approach the customer and you are present, you are observing what they place on that stage, you can have time to assess what they've said and give them an appropriate answer. You are effectively buying yourself time in real time. Integrity is behaving in accordance to your words and values, honestly, even to your own detriment. And when I say acting in accordance to your words, that means if you say something, you do it. And your values, well, a value of yours might be, I am a man of my word, or I am a woman of my word, and I will do what I say I will do. And if I make a mistake, the honesty within me will say I've made a mistake, even if it makes me look bad. And now we're up to number 5, and I'm so glad that you decided to stick around because this is my personal favorite. It has been the biggest learning experience for me. It has had the most effect on who I am as a person, and that is integrity. Integrity is absolutely needed for your client to build trust in you. It is absolutely needed for your client to feel comfortable to buy from you. Integrity is the client's way of knowing that if you made a mistake, or if you had done something or sold something in a way that isn't entirely accurate, you're going to own up to it immediately. Integrity is also required for people that you work with, people that you deal with to deliver your service, to go that extra mile for you, because they can see you as a real one. They can see you as somebody who's got their back, and therefore they'll have your back. Let's go over the simple solution equation for integrity. Integrity is primarily made up of values plus ownership plus honesty. Under values, we have expectations or benchmarks we hold ourselves to. It is more important to us that we act a certain way than feel better. And then in the middle, we have ownership, which is taking ownership for your mistakes and for your faults, and admitting it to other people and including yourself, even if it reflects on you badly. Ownership is a big part of learning where you can improve. And honesty is speaking about your product, service, and capabilities accurately. Do not overpromise, then underdeliver. You're best to speak about the product in a way that reflects the product accurately, but you can use that accurate representation to future frame, which means to give an example of the future to the customer so they can imagine that scenario where their pain point is resolved and they're actually enjoying life a little bit better because of that. Now, as I said, these are somewhat basic, but they are often forgotten. Go to any large retail-facing store anywhere near you and go in and just take some time to assess whether any of the people in there display these qualities. The ones that are most successful have all 5 of them. The ones that are still building up their sales experience and still learning how to be successful, they don't have them. Now in the next video though, we will go over much more advanced sales techniques. My name is Denny. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you later.